Hey there, welcome back to Cooking with Violet Vixen. Today we are making basic scones. Who doesn't love scones? Here's what we need. Jam or marmalade of choice. Traditionally, strawberry jam's the best. And whipped cream. So, other things we need today are a tray with baking paper on it, a bowl and a sieve, and a flat bladed knife. So let's grab all that, and oven onto 180, fan forced, 200 normal, and let's get into it. Okay, so grab a decent sized bowl with a sieve, and we want 2.5 cups of self-raising flour. I measured it out earlier because it's easier. That's half a cup, that's 2 cups. But don't put that flour away because we need it for later. We're going to make a dough and then we roll it. Oh, you're also going to need a 5.5 centimetre cutter. This one's 5 centimetres, close enough, and a rolling pin. Alright, so in goes that. Alright, now your butter. You want your butter cold. 60 grams. Weigh it out. Chop it as small as you can. Chopped. Chuck that in. And this is where you want that flat bladed knife. Just start going around and around. Got ahead of myself, we're not using that yet. Fingertips. I think we did something with this the other day. The crumble cake, of course. The crumble cake that was bread, which was quite nice. So, fingertips. I knew there was a flat bladed knife there. Calm down, we still need it. So, you want cold butter for this because it's better for it. If you don't want to do it this way, you can use your mixer. My mixer's so for doing dough. One that I'd love is about $900. Yeah, sure. That one could do everything. I reckon that one could even cut the scones for you too. Maybe one day. Sometimes I'm just happy to use what I've got. Alright, so make it look like it's snowing. No, it's not snowing, it's just raining today. So we're coming out of winter in the Blue Mountains, but we currently have one warm day, one wet day. One day where you want a beanie on your head, another day where you don't want a beanie on your head. Alright. Once it's starting to look like breadcrumbs, I promise I really do need to get a bowl that's not white. It's just, I like this bowl. As I say, I'm happy with what I got, but I think we're going to have to get a different coloured bowl. So when I use white flour and stuff inside it, you can actually see what's going on. I want to get some purple stuff. Purple's very hard to get. Anyway, the dream is to have my own range of cooking utensils. Violet Vixen, so they are going to be purple anyway. Purple bowls, purple measuring cups. One day, guys, one day. Alright. Fairly happy with that. Flower hands. Here's where we need the knife. Make a well in the centre. No, you can't see that. That's just a well. I have got bad lighting in my kitchen. Okay, into the well in the middle, and goes your 3/4 of a cup of milk. Now get your flat bladed knife and just mix that. Okay, this is going to make us a dough. Get it all mixed in good. We are going to knead it anyway, but if you think it's a bit dry, add a bit more milk. I think we should be fine there. Grab a rolling pin. This one is really heavy. Do not drop it on your foot. And you just want a lightly floured surface. Go. Okay, now we're going to grab our dough. If it's still a bit not sticky, just try and knead it together as you pull it out of the bowl. Actually put it on here. You can put some more milk in it. Just maybe another tablespoon. Which we'll see how we go. We might recommend we do that. Okay. Don't need that bowl anymore. It's not sticking very well. Probably will once I start kneading it. So. This is a bit of a messy job anyway, so maybe you might want to wear an apron, especially if you're wearing your clothes that you're going to go to work in later today. Okay. Now we don't want a tough flour, so don't over knead it, because we're then going to roll it. I'm going to grab just that little bit more milk to put on it. Very dry. Let's put a bit more milk in there. There we go. Don't be afraid to use that bit of extra milk. That's all it needed. Okay. Pat it down. Now we want this to be 2 centimeters thick. Okay. Grab that rolling pin and roll. Now, you might think 2 centimeters thick isn't a very thick scone, but self-raising flour, that is exactly what it does. It self-raises. And when it comes to your whipped cream, don't be using the one in the can. That one's only good for topping milkshakes and stuff with. You've got to do the real thing. Okay, I'm going to start with that because we can re-roll. So grab that cutter and just don't twist it, just push it down. If you twist it, you're going to get a bit of a horrible thing around it. I used to work somewhere where we made fantastic scones. Devonshire teas were so good, so I haven't had scones since my birthday high tea, so sort of craving them without having to go out for them. Okay, now remember earlier I told you to grab a tray and grease and line it. What we're going to do is we're going to sit them side by side. 4, I don't know how many there are, it should make 12, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, that's what they call a baker's dozen, 13. Alright, you can re-roll that again if you want to make some more, probably a good idea to. Just keep in mind that the more you roll it, it's probably going to get not as good results as that first 13, but we'll give it one more crack. See how you have to give it a really good going over, but it's such a waste of dough otherwise. Alright, I'm only going to get a few more out of it. I don't like odd amounts if I can help it as well, so let's see what we can get up to. Perfect. 14, 15, 16, 18 sounds like a good plan, doesn't it? Alright. You could keep rolling all day, but as I said, you're probably going to get not too good ones. Why don't we just make it up to 20? Get 2 more out of it. Okay. Alright, perfect. 20 fits good. Shoulder to shoulder is great. Okay. Now, discard of that. In the bin. Okay. I'm just going to wash up and then we'll get the rest done. Okay, I've just cleaned down our work surface. There's our scones. We are going to brush them with a little bit of milk. So, best thing to do is to grab something small to put a bit of milk in, or just use the jug that we already had the milk in. If you haven't put it in the sink already, should be enough. Grab your pastry brush. Brush the tops. Alright, these are going in the oven for 12 to 15 minutes. I'm going to do 12 minutes because I can always give them a bit longer. And I'm going to check in with you soon. Okay, while that's going on, we're going to make a jug of whipped cream. So, best thing I find to do whipped cream is the stick mixer because it's less mess. You can use your normal mixer if you want, but as I say, more mess. So I like to grab a jug. I've got this cool jug with a lid on it, and chuck most of it in there. You'd be amazed. 600 mils. Oh, it's a lot of cream. No, once it's whipped, looks like there's hardly anything. Chuck most of that in there. You've got to allow for a bit of room. Grab your stick mixer. Alright, plug that in. Okay. This does this in very quickly, depending. I think the colder it is, the quicker it does it. You gotta watch it doesn't overflow as well. Which it's probably going to do. Okay, I'm going to tip some of this out. That's better, went a bit overboard. Just tilt it around and it will start to thicken. It better not make a liar out of me. There we go. Perfect. And what are we going to do with the rest? I'm going to make 2 lots. Just make sure I can get that in there first. I can. Look at me go. All right. Alright, 2 perfectly good whipped creams. Not long till the scones are ready. I'm going to show you how to serve scones correctly when they're ready. See you soon. Look at those scones, they're so good. Alright, let them cool a bit. Cut, spread the jam on them, and then dollop the whipped cream on them. Only way to go. Enjoy. Thanks for watching Cooking with Violet Vixen. Catch you next time. Bye.